It was supposed to be a glancing blow, but Helene proved to be an unprecedented catastrophe, with a historic storm surge delivering a devastating blow to Tampa Bay and beyond. But from first responders to selfless neighbors, stories of courage and resilience abound. On Saturday, October 19th at 2 p.m., WMNF and Living Mirror will offer a forum for those stories to be told in our live music studio, then played back via improvisational theater to facilitate healing and furthering the conversation on climate change. This show is free, and you can reserve your seat at wmnf.org/events.
WMNF Fall Record and CD Sale takes place in our live music studios, Saturday, November 16th.
Mix and mingle with the WMNF community while you find hidden treasures all in good condition and priced to move.
Classic rock from the 60s, 70s, and 80s.
Jazz.
Soul.
Singers.
Songwriters.
Everything from ABBA to Zappa at the WMNF Fall Music Sale.
Learn more at WMNF.org. WMNF 88.5 FM. It's a live music showcase. Sam here. Live music showcase today, due to Hurricane Milton, will not be live. We got to protect our local artists and musicians, right? Exactly. So what we have for you today is a previous episode back in January. This is a band called Top House that we've had here at WMNF on Live Music Showcase.
Welcome to Live Music Showcase. We are live here on WMNF Tampa 88.5. I'm your host, Ken Apperson. We are live in studio today with Top House, Nashville band, originally from Montana. We're going to get into who they are, where they come from, and frankly, we're going to settle something here and now, which is what the heck kind of music they're playing. We're going to figure it out. How you guys doing?
Doing good.
Doing all right?
Great.
Love it.
Thanks for having us.
Well, I can't wait for everybody to hear you guys. What's your first song called?
It's called Number One.
That's a good first song title.
It's our number 3 song right now.
Take it away.
Most things are not in my control, so I focus on what is. Try to give it all to you. Let's ditch the hypothetical and just tell it like it is. Think it's time to break the news. I can't make you happy, not like you wanna be. I can only hold you when it's gone. It's a little frightening. It's not what you wanna hear. Looking in is also looking out. Looking out for number 1. Guess I've been working kinda late. I've been working on myself. You've been going through some things. Let's get at least this one thing straight. I can be the one you want, but you are all you ever need. I can't make you happy, not like you wanna be. I can only hold you when it's gone. It's a little frightening. It's not what you wanna hear. Looking in is also looking out. Looking out for number 1. I can't make you happy, not like you wanna be. I can only hold you when it's gone. It's a little frightening. It's not what you wanna hear. Looking in is also
Top House here on Live Music Showcase. Yeah, I'm a fan. I'm in. I'm good. It sounds good. Can I go on tour with you guys?
No.
No. That's the right answer. You don't want me on tour with you.
But the reason why is because we're driving a Subaru Ascent and a Camry. There would not be room.
Yeah, I don't want to be strapped to the roof of that thing. No, thank you.
We once took a hedgehog on tour. I don't know if this is relevant at all, but we once took a hedgehog on tour.
It was disabled. It couldn't walk.
It was disabled. Its back two legs didn't work. This sounds like a false story. This is a true story.
This sounds like it's set up for a joke.
And well, no, it's not a joke.
It's not a joke.
The point is we took one car and we were really cramped, so we don't have room for you. That's all that I was.
Fair enough.
I'm not good at talking.
Disabled hedgehogs are no laughing matter.
Maybe
However,
not for you.
Well, so as you can tell, we're going to have a lot of fun during the interview portion of the show later on. But first, let's hear your next song.
All right, this song is called Wine or the Weather.
Real quick thing about this song. It started as the first two lines came to me in the shower, and I was running out of the shower like naked and with water dripping down my body. And then I wrote it down. So that's just an image for those of you out there that well, anyway. This song is called Wine or the Weather.
You got one too many balloons on your wrist, and every thought is like a red or yellow helium lift. And if I can't keep both your feet on the ground, I will catch you when you fall down. You got attention span like a little goldfish. You spend a moment in the moment and move on to the next. And if you never get tired of the bowl you're in, I will let the birds fly and let the fish swim. I don't want to try and change you, just be yourself. We'll get better like wine or the weather, honey. Just be yourself. Got hunger like a Viking on a North Sea cruise. I bet the Anglo-Saxons never heard about you. And if you need a little something to get you through, well, honey, I'd go raiding with you. You got love like Coca-Cola when they bottle it up. You drink it every day, you never seem to run out. When the drink is nearly through, you know a Pepsi won't do. I'll be your human Coca-Cola bloodhound. Don't wanna try and change you, just be yourself. We'll get better like wine or the weather, honey. Just be yourself. Try and change you, you just be yourself. We'll get better like wine or the weather, honey. You just be yourself.
Top House here on Live Music Showcase. I'm having thoughts, good thoughts, theories. Every time I listen to a new band in this room, I always tend to go down the rabbit hole of like, who do I think they were inspired by? Who do I think that they listen to get excited. So save it. Don't tell me yet.
Okay.
We'll get into it. Save it.
I'm curious. I want to know what you think first, so we'll save that too, I guess.
Yeah, we'll save it. I promise. We'll get to it. I'm sure the listeners have ideas as well. You can watch this show live on Facebook right now. WMNF's Live Music Showcase on Facebook. We've got a live stream going on, so you can see these handsome devils and all of their various stringed equipment, one version or another. Join us on WMNF's Live Music Showcase on Facebook. Just search that right there, WMNF's Live Music Showcase. Or you can watch it on the main WMNF page. Just search WMNF Community Radio. So, what's the next song called? What's it about? What's the next song called? What's it about?
Our violin player, William, is dying to introduce this next song for you.
Do you know what this song is, William?
Of course. This next song is called Written in the Rain. And similar to how Jesse wrote the last song in the shower, this one was written in the rain. But there's a title that tells you that, unlike the first song. And that's the difference between like passive and active titles.
It's a little more on the nose.
Yeah, it's a little bit more on the nose. That's a great way to put it.
Yeah.
Sometimes art is difficult to perceive.
I mean, it's difficult to write in the rain.
True.
Period. Logistically.
True.
Yes.
It's tough. Yeah.
I have a pad for my shower.
That's good.
This song is about a man dying alone in a cabin. The only thing that separates me from the cold outside. I recall how the dancing flames kept us in their warm embrace until the morning light. You're a song written in the rain, under an autumn sky, watching all the colors change. You're the sound of it falling on the leaves, the coffee in my hand that warms me as I drink. Four walls in a fireplace, the only thing remaining of a time that's come and passed. Shadows cast by a dying flame, shades of two were one and they now one. Alone I am. You were a song written in the rain, under an autumn sky, watching all the colors change. You were the sound of it falling on the leaves, the coffee in my hand that warms me as I drink. I hear rain falling outside, the cold winters as the fire begins to die. Before I finally close my eyes, I look through the window and I see you one more time. Your song written in the rain, under an autumn sky, watching all the colors change. You were the sign of it falling on the leaves, the coffee in my hand that warms me as I
live music showcase, live in studio with Top House. I'm like, yeah, this is good. This is good music, man. It's just good music. It's just good. I'm a big fan. I'm loving this. Top House is playing tonight at Bayboro, at the Tavern at Bayboro Brewing over there in St. Pete. We're going to do a ticket giveaway for that show coming up in just a little bit, so stick around. Don't go anywhere. There are things going on here, the nuts and bolts of this band that I'm just loving as a music nerd and as just a music lover in general. We've got a bunch of people in the comments on the live stream already. Mailer says, I love this band and sound. Got to go see them live when I can. I actually made a comment. I was like, they're playing at Bayboro tonight. So like, go out and see them, you know what I'm saying? What's the next song called?
This next one is called Sirens. And it's not about like ambulances or
I think it's ambulance
cars.
side.
About
Ambulance
mythical
side.
beings.
Yes,
Yeah.
that is correct. You know, from the depths of the past that drag you into the ocean and kill you.
Light,
So
stuffy.
keep it
Yeah.
positive, you know.
Yeah, just
Keep the
nice
energy
and
up. Hey, can I take a picture for my mom?
Take a picture for your mom. That's good.
Thanks.
Love it. It's a keeper, Mom. She listening right now?
Probably not, but I'll show her this picture.
She can listen on WMNF.org, so can
What
you.
a great segue.
By the way. Yeah.
We make some great radio, you and I.
You and I do, yeah.
You have the better voice, though.
Well, it's all
Practice.
pre-recorded.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We're
Got a
both
little-
AIs.
I'm Milli Vanilliing it right now.
We're artificial.
Got a tape deck. I actually have a very heavy German accent that people can't tell. Yeah, Mark is actually a ventriloquist. That's what's going on right now. He's got his hand up. Never mind. Anyway, what's this next one? This is Sirens. We're doing Sirens.
Yeah.
Why did you write a song called Sirens?
You know, I guess you just have to wait and see. You know, it's in the song.
Don't let me keep you. Yeah, do it. Take it away.
Whoa. Okay, here it goes.
You and me, we drew a fine line. We saw the world in black and white. We'd cross over to that other side, but always come back to what was right. Well, it's been a while. You heard the sirens calling, and you dove head first into the black. Well, I'm standing on the edge and looking down, but I've got no rope to pull you back. And yeah, we both got over, I guess we'll never leave alone. But you don't see the pain that it's shown. And if wisdom's knowing what to do, then I hope it cries out to you. Right there, you should know that anytime you feel like coming round, you know that I'll be here for you. And every time you run and hide, you know that I will pray for you. I will pray for you. Woo! You and me, we've had a good time. We've had our share of troubles too. And people said that we were out of our minds, and looking back, I think it was true. Well, it's been a while. I hear the sirens calling, and I'm looking down into the back. Well, it's a long way down, and I can see the bottom. But if I jump, I can always climb back. Yeah, we both got over. I guess we'll never leave alone. But I try hard not to let that show. And if wisdom's knowing what to do, then I'm as big as fool. But even still, you should know that anytime you feel like coming round, you know that I'll be here for you. And every time you run and hide, you know that I will pray for you. I will pray for you. they're singing their sweet melody. And these sirens call, oh, they're calling to you and to me. And these siren songs, oh, they're singing their sweet melodies. And these sirens call, oh, they're calling to you and to me. Every time you feel I'm coming around, know that I'll be here for you. Every time you run and hide, know that I will pray for you. Every time you run and hide, know that I will pray for you. I will pray for you. I will pray for you.
Top House here on Live Music Showcase. There's that moment, that's that beautiful cinematic building moment, and it's just like, I gotta go tell her how I feel. Like, that's what it feels like, very much so. So very, very nice job, guys. Coming up after this next song, we're gonna get to know this band. We're gonna get to know who they are. We know sort of where they come from. They come from Nashville, but they also, from before there, they come from Montana. And Florida and Montana are about as different as archery and origami.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
In terms of, like, we don't really know any Montana customs. And from what I understand, this is like most of your guys' first time to even Florida, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought all the palm trees were fake.
So you're very unfamiliar with our style of surfing on alligators. And we put all the moss in the trees by hand every morning.
Oh.
Yeah, we do that.
I knew it.
So we'll get into all of that coming up here after this next song. We're going to do the Ask Musicians Anything segment. We're going to do a ticket giveaway here in just a little bit. So if you're just joining us, don't go anywhere. Get comfortable, sit tight, and let's hear this next song.
Cool. This song is called The Mountain Song, and it's about mountains, I guess. Yeah.
Insightful.
Cool intro, Jim.
We climbed a mountain, and I picked wildflowers and put them in her hair. And at the top we found a meadow and danced barefoot in the grass. And I'm not lying, there were bluebirds in the air. It was a long one, and there's a time or two we felt like giving up. But every fall and every stumble made us stop and see the wonder. And with your hand in mine we pushed on towards the top. Why do people climb mountains? Is it just to reach the top and see the view? Well, I tell you something. Every rock and every river, every sword and every splinter, I would climb every mountain with you. Well, the clouds rolled in, and there was lightning, there was thunder, there was rain. And as we hid beneath our shelter, all the doubts that we had felt came pouring in as a flood we had to face. Then came the sunshine, the clouds were black and color every sore and every splinter, in the summer and the winter. When it's warm and when we shiver, I would climb every mountain with you. Every sore and every splinter, in the summer and the winter. When it's warm and when we shiver, when our feet are full of blisters. When it's sweet and when it's bitter, I'd climb every mountain with you.
Top House here on Live Music Showcase, Mountain Song. That is a very mountain song. I like it.
Thank you.
It's very mountainy.
Thank you.
Was it? It's not really a metaphor. It's about mountains and wildflowers and love.
Yeah, it's been cool because it sort of has taken on more metaphors the longer it's been out, I feel like.
Interesting.
You have people, who say it's about, like, either their relationship or, like, if they have a kid with some sort of, I don't know, like a disability or something, and they say, like, that song's our anthem or something.
Really?
It's been really cool to see it take on a lot of different metaphors for climbing your mountain, I guess,
Sure. I mean, yeah.
It was written as just a love song. I wrote it to my now wife. So when we got,
I thought you were gonna say my now ex.
That'd have been sad.
Yeah. No, your wife. That's great. How long have you married? You've been married?
Just over 2 years.
Aw, that's cute. That's adorable. That sounds condescending. That's wonderful. Is what I gotta say.
Thank you.
I don't know why it came out that way.
Yeah, it is adorable, Ken.
It's adorable. Oh, how quaint. You're married. Lovely. Lots of people in the comments today for the live stream, which looks fantastic. I'm not even going to boast. We've struggled for a long time to make sure the live stream looks as good as it does right now. So hopefully it'll continue to look this good. If it looks this good, we're going to keep it going. I said last week, we're going to kill this live stream because we can't make it look as good as you deserve it to be as the listeners and the watchers. But I'm happy with it today. Let's see. We've got, I'd mentioned the comment from Mailer. Bob, who is a big part of this show, used to be a big part of this show. He's like, now this is music. That's his words. Jackie says, great music, real talent, and rare purity here.
Oh.
She asked what the cost of admission is to tonight's show. We'll go over the show here in just a minute. She says, whatever the cost will be worth it. We just don't hear music like this anymore. How about that? Love that.
That's awesome.
So, yeah, Jackie. That's not even my mom. I don't even know who that person is.
Wow.
It's phenomenal. So first and foremost, I don't usually ask this question because it's really cliche, but I'm just dying to know, where does the name Top House come from?
There's a really long, cool story that we're working on. But the truth is,
We're working on.
the truth is, the violin player guy and myself, William, and I'm Jesse. We started this in college, just kind of playing on the street performing, and we both lived on the top floor in the same house. But don't tell anybody, because we're coming up with a super, edgy story.
The Top House, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, everyone hated Irish Jiu-Jitsu.
That was the
our other working title.
Yeah.
What was it?
Irish Jiu-Jitsu.
Irish Jiu-Jitsu. Okay.
That's usually the reaction we get when we say
Yeah,
that.
all right. Hey, you know what? If it elicits a reaction, you're halfway there, right?
I suppose.
We should rename our This Is Top House playlist to Irish Jiu-Jitsu
That's
on
true.
Spotify. That'd be awesome.
That's not bad. I mean, there's a secret sauce here. There's something going on here. There's some kind of magic going on here. You said college. Music college? Music school?
Yeah.
Okay. Can hear that for sure. There are compositional elements that some people spend their entire lives searching for and never finding because they don't take the time to study that stuff. I'm hearing it. I'm hearing the compositions are beautiful.
Thank you.
The arrangements are beautiful.
Thank you.
Who majored in composition? I knew it.
Both of these two, William and Jesse.
Yeah.
I was just going to say, this is another thing we don't do. Thank you, Mark, for saying that. We don't normally just go around and introduce the band, but frankly, your website made that really easy for us to do that. So I'll go around and kind of do it for you here.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Yeah, so we've got, this is from their website,
I don't even know what's on there. I'm really
TopHouseTheBand.com. You've never seen this?
I might have.
They're very, very cool photos of each individual band member.
Thank you.
Joe, who is our singer, I believe. Joe is the guy, this is from their website. Joe is the guy who uses his vocal cords to produce sound for us. That's another way of saying a singer.
Descriptive.
He also spends a considerable amount of time trying to act like he can play the banjo.
Yeah.
I think that's a successful ruse. You've definitely managed to sneak
good
up.
actor,
It's all
Joe.
it's all in the facial expressions,
Sounds phenomenal, yeah. Jesse, who is currently holding a mandolin, but he was also playing guitar, and he's playing the kick drum. Yep, while they're doing all of this stuff. Jesse, you might hear some pretty you might hear some pretty awful jokes at the next Top House show, thanks to Jesse's relentless pursuit of his true passion in stand-up comedy. In the meantime, we're lucky to have him picking and strumming the old guitar and mandolin, and hitting that bass drum. So that's very cool. William is over there on the violin. William wrote every song Bob Dylan ever played. That's not true. I have to say that for radio purposes.
Don't sue us.
Disclaimer, none of this is accurate. His real name's not even William, so don't go trying to chase him down.
It's Bob. His
It's
real name's
Bob,
Bob.
yeah.
Bob Dylan is
Bob Dylan, correct.
Robert,
yes.
maybe.
Rodriguez is his real name. No, he's also learning violin. Give him time, he'll get better. Jesus. Did you pay someone on Fiverr to do this for you guys? I love it.
We didn't even pay Joe to do it.
That's great. Okay. And then finally, Andy over here on the piano. Andy, like the dude behind the curtain in The Wizard of Oz, influenced a lot of what Top House did before finally being allowed to join the band after years of auditioning.
I'm so glad this is being read somewhere.
And then it says he plays piano.
Good job, Andy.
Flat, he plays piano.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, that was me trying to set up our website, and I was like, I don't know what to say, so I'm just going to spitball and then change it later, and I never changed it. So
He's like, I can't talk about any of these guys' drug or women habits.
Exactly.
So let's just
keep it light,
keep it light. Yeah, I like it. Honestly, I when I'm booking for this show, I see a lot of bios that take themselves way too seriously. It's a thing. And if your music was super heavy, deep, raw, which there's elements, and that's great, then I would say this is a little, I don't know. But it's fun. The sound is fun. It's just fun. It has that powerful yank you out of whatever emotional state you're in and put you where it wants you. And that's beautiful. Someone in the comments on the live stream said, we need more music like this. And I'm going to go ahead and say, yeah, I agree with that statement.
Cool, thank you.
100%. Yes. So enough of that. Who's the most annoying person in the band? No, I'm just kidding.
Be a tough one.
We're about to get into that.
Actually,
You're like, we're all equally obnoxious. Don't worry, me too.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
So as far as the training goes, and I'll say this too, one last attaboy, frankly. You can't get away with being as funny and goofy as you guys are if the music isn't good, frankly. Because then all you got is the goofy funny part, and nobody necessarily wants to pay to see that unless you're going full bore stand-up comedy, in which case, then we're talking.
You got a backup option.
Now you got a backup option. Yeah, you got a plan B. If your plan B is stand-up comedy, you better have a really good plan A. That's all I'm saying. So you've been on tour for a while now. You're currently based in Nashville. You're originally. Are you guys all originally from Montana?
Yep.
Everyone's from Montana.
Yeah.
And you and Jesse and William met in college. How did the rest of you come together?
Junior high.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so William and Andy and myself all grew up in the same town, and we played in a whole series of terrible bands throughout all of high school, middle
As one
school.
should.
And so then they met in college. Then Andy and I joined up in due order. So
Love it. I love it. Now we've got a lot of strings. We've got violin, we've got banjo, we've got guitars, we've got mandolin, we've got all of the elements of bluegrass. But we're not really writing bluegrass, are we?
I don't think I even know a bluegrass song. I might know one, actually. I know one.
Do you know what it's called?
Jerusalem Ridge.
Okay.
But I think I play it wrong. I'm pretty sure I play it wrong.
Well, when it comes to bluegrass, as long as you're playing fast and 4 on the floor, I don't think you can be playing wrong.
I think that's all I know.
There's
a B section.
That's lovely. I find it lovely. You're out of tune. That's sacrilege on this show.
Quick, keep talking while I tune.
Yeah, and don't. Thank you for alerting everyone's attention to it. That's awesome. All right, Montana. How different from Florida is Montana based on your current experience of Florida so far? What's Montana like right now at this minute?
Well, negative 30.
Negative
30.
Yeah.
Okay.
The palm trees are fake.
In Montana?
Yes.
Okay, of course.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're usually
I thought you were trying to
Ford.
spread some kind of conspiracy theory.
No. No.
Birds aren't real.
We already know
the palm
birds.
trees are fake.
We already know birds aren't real.
The alligators in Montana actually look like cows.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of cows there.
It probably tastes like them too.
Yep. Yeah.
That's some good alligator meat.
It's dry. But let's not talk about the weather, Ken.
That's a fair point.
Yeah.
That's fair. The first time in Florida, what's your favorite part so far?
The trees.
The trees. The palm trees. You know what?
Well, no,
that sounds like it's phoned in, but the reality is I'm from Missouri, and the first thing that you see when you get down here that's like an indication of like I've escaped the bitter cold is the palm trees.
Well, and I guess I'm not even talking about the palm trees. I'm like the ones with all the Spanish moss.
Yeah.
Like those are cool.
Those are beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are
I like trees.
They're
I like trees.
What can I say,
Are you a fan of deciduous or coniferous?
A little bit of both. I probably more deciduous. Yeah. I worked at a nursery for a long time.
If you're from Montana, you know what those two words mean. That's for sure. In Florida, most people are like, what does that mean? I didn't know what it meant.
Yeah, deciduous, you only eat vegetables. Carnivorous is you only eat meat.
That's right.
For our listeners out there.
And omnivorous just means that you're talking about...
You go both ways.
You go both ways, exactly.
You get it.
Speaking of go both ways, so who's single in the band? Who's single?
Just me.
Single touring guy. You're the only one that's single. You're the violinist?
Yep.
So you're getting all the attention on tour.
He always does anyway.
Yeah.
He brings those disabled hedgehogs along, and we don't stand a chance.
Well, one thing I'm noticing is, and I've seen this a lot when it comes to violinists, you have the ability to be very mobile on stage, moving around. When you're on a traditional stage, are you the mighty, mighty boss tone, so to speak? Are you the one kind of running around?
He's pinball wizard.
No, I love running around the stage. I got in trouble for it all the time in elementary school because I'd be moving around in my lessons and they'd be like, "You must stay in place," and I'd be like, "But I don't want to because I'm ADHD." I wasn't British when I was a young child, but yes.
I was going to ask, yeah. Did you grow out of the accent or?
I did.
I did. But when I drink, it suddenly comes back in full force. It does.
Don't know what's happening right now.
No, we're all turning British now. Okay.
William will jump off the stage at key moments during a lot of our shows, and
Yeah,
it scares us.
It's a scary,
It's
like
terrifying.
Like he almost killed someone last night, I think.
Okay, so when you say jumps off the stage,
Like leaps,
like
bounds,
stage dive
like,
style?
No, not like,
almost?
feet
Okay.
first.
Yeah,
Feet first.
Violin
you know.
equipped, lands, proceeds to shred.
Wow.
It's very, very cool.
very scary.
Very exciting. Yeah.
No, there was
What's-
a show I couldn't do it at the other day because there was a 2-year-old below me, and I was like, oh no. And I didn't want to, like, jump on the 2-year-old.
Extra points.
We
but
here at
what
this
cost?
band don't believe in jumping on 2-year-olds.
Yeah.
Tell your
That's
friends.
That's a hot take.
Yeah.
That's a firm stance to be. That's a hard. That's. I don't know if you want to die on that hill. That's a tough
Well,
one.
new 2-year-olds are, that's for sure.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, I can see the stand up now. That's good. If you're just joining us, we are live in studio with Top House here on Live Music Showcase. We're here every Friday at 2 p.m. with a new live band every week. This week and next week, we've got some touring acts coming in to the studio. Today is Top House. Thank you guys for being in here today. You are definitely the Top House band. When I was telling people about this band, the first question was, "Oh, so they're doing like house music? Are you guys doing like DJs?" I was like, "No."
Every time we Google ourselves, that's what comes up. It's like top house music 2020 whatever.
I got good news. Every time I've Googled you guys so far, your website has been the first result.
That's good.
So well done there.
I guess that's
Yeah.
proof that we don't spend that much time Googling ourselves.
Well, not in public.
Yeah.
So when you guys, you said on the website, it also says on the website, are they Irish folk? Are they folk music? Are they Americana? Are they pop? Who's to say? And the reality is what I'm hearing is a really nice cross-section of traditional folk and Americana instruments and styles of playing with a modern form of composition. You've got that 4 on the floor thing that bluegrass has, but top 40 music has 4 on the floor too in some cases. So my thought is, have you ever been approached by a DJ who's like, "Hey guys, I want to take your music and remix it"? Have you done that? Has that happened?
We actually, we did it once officially, and it's actually like on our like discography. We have a remix of one of our songs, but we have been approached, and where they'll just like speed up a song like by 3 times and then throw a little beat under it, and it's cool.
It's interesting. I see you hesitating to say anything. But you're like, it's
really nice
out there. It exists. We are aware of it, and that's fine. There's an argument for that, isn't there? I'm sure you've got other people in your ears going, "Dude, you guys got to do that. That's going to be your way in," right? Is that happening? You got people telling you that?
Sort of. I mean, I feel like people will say this is your way in or that's your way in no matter what. So we just kind of say thanks and then
do whatever you want.
Yeah.
And that's how it should be. Good for you. You're all independent too. As good as they sound, they are not signed. Right?
Right. That's
No deals. We haven't signed any, no deals with the devil, nothing, right?
No deals.
Right?
No.
Yep.
Their tour manager, who's on tour with them, Caleb. Right, Caleb?
Yeah.
Yes.
Just chatting with him earlier, and they have 3 albums. That's awesome. And he, I tend to, especially with a touring band, you never know what you're going to get. You never know what kind of egos are going to come in. You never know, who the entourage is that comes with them. And almost immediately he was like, yeah, like I'm their tour manager right now, and they have an actual manager too. I was like, "Oh, are they signed?" He says, No. I'm actually just like their friend." And they wanted a guy to go on tour with them. And does he keep you guys honest while you guys have been on tour?
Actually, he's been pretty useless. He's just been sick. So we've been taking care of him.
Okay. Good practice in nurturing.
Caleb's been great.
Very quick
His
statement.
inward beauty. His inward beauty.
Inward beauty has
brought us
shown.
all. It has shown forth.
Yeah.
Well, it's like I told him, sometimes being the tour manager just means being the one who can hold their liquor the best to make sure everyone else stays out of trouble.
It's probably true.
Who's the most party-ish? Who's the party animal in the group? Anybody?
Well, let's define party animal. If by party animal you mean has 2 beers, these 2 for sure.
2 beers?
Two
Two
beers,
beers.
maybe a glass of whiskey, and then a book. Yeah, that's my idea of a party.
Yeah.
Wild. Yeah. Ladies, they're already taken. They're not available. Sorry. Except William. William, he's available. So, Well, we're going to go into another song here. This one's a new one, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So what's this one called?
This one's called Better Is the End. It is unreleased as of yet.
Ooh. So the only place you can hear it as of right now will be right here, right now, if you're listening right here, right now, live. Or in the podcast later on, when the podcast drops of this episode, you can search on Spotify or Apple Music. Just go to Spotify or Apple Music and search Live Music Showcase on there. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. What's the song about?
You know, it's taken out of a line in the book of Ecclesiastes that says, better is the end of a matter than its beginning. Better is a patient spirit than a proud one, or something. And it's just kind of a cool idea to me. Like, you know, sometimes things just get better as they go. And, you know, like, I feel like it's sort of an anti grab the next flashy thing, and more like a stick out through the ups and downs of what you've already got, because you're gonna see it improve. So
he wasn't kidding. He is well read, clearly. And before you take it away, real quick, let's do the ticket giveaway right now. 2 tickets to Top House tonight at Bayboro Brewing over at the Tavern at Bayboro.
This is a previously recorded show. There is not a ticket giveaway going on. Previously recorded show of Live Music Showcase. This is not a ticket giveaway. Thanks so much. Stay safe out there.
We'll take your name and your email address and your phone number in order to be able to redeem those tickets at will call tonight. So that phone number is 813-239-9663. Again, that phone number is 813-239-9663. You can also call in with your AMA questions or comments. If you have any questions for this band, call in at the same number, 813-239-9663, with any questions or comments you might have for the band. I'll read them on air here after this next song, as we wrap up the show. So without further ado, take it away, you guys.
I remember childhood, running through the grass, building forts with sticks. I wish I could go back. I'm always looking backwards, but good things never last. I've wasted half my years living in the past. Like a leaf, you turn and start again. It was good when you began, but better is the end. Like a seed in a flower bed, and then you water it. How better is the end? I'm still growing up, doing the best I can. Every day I'm learning to be a better man. I'm learning to be patient, I'm learning to be kind. I'll spend all my life learning to lose my pride. Like a stream into a riverbed, the oceans round the bend. How better is the end? Like an oak that towers overhead, through the years it has led, it's better in the end. It's just human instinct to go with the new thing, to forget that a dream takes time before it's fulfilled. You're excited to start, but when it all falls apart, it's easier to look somewhere new instead of rebuild. By the time that you're through, it seems you've had to renew a million times, jump into get on every trend. But a bit of a good thing turns into a great thing. If you stick it out, you'll find the better is the end. like a fire. Remember when you began, the promises ahead. How better is the end? Like a love that started out as friends. We couldn't comprehend. How better is the end? Yeah, better is the end than the beginning.
Oh, man. That was great. That was really nice. Live music showcase here on 88.5. We're live in studio with Top House, and we have a few comments that I can share with you guys about the AMA. But before we do that, this show is a pretty special show because we have an entire team of volunteers that work behind the scenes to make sure that this show happens, both in terms of the radio broadcast and in terms of the live stream. Our sound mixer, Mark Perfetti. Our audio assistant today is Pam Robinson. Video director is Ed Lehman. Our camera ops are Charles Holsopple and Marcy Connors. Our board op is Charlie Cushing. I'm the host, Ken Apperson. Now, before we go, one more thing. We do have the AMA. The AMA is, with the first one we have here is from David Bryant. He's one of the other people that works here at the station. He says, I was thinking another really good band made up of music school grads is Lake Street Dive. Does Top House see LSD as an inspiration or role model?
We don't take LSD.
I was hoping you'd teed you up.
Thanks.
It's good.
Thanks.
It's good. We never did talk about your influences. Yeah, that's a good point. Let's get into that here in just a second. Oh, and we do have a ticket winner. Our ticket winner for tonight's show is Daryl. So, Daryl, much appreciated, Daryl. Glad you could do it. So we've only got a few minutes left. We'll do just a couple of these. This is just a comment. I'm digging the band today. Great job. That's another David. Let's see. We have one that says, great music. How did they come up with the name? We already went over that during the interview. So if you want to hear it again, you can listen to the podcast. And then finally, yeah, that's it. So one more comment in the live stream there, which was, I'm listening while waiting at a bus stop from said bus. Happy early Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Day and weekend, and please keep safe and warm from any hazardous weather. So, there you go.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
So, that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you guys so much. Real quick, tell me about your influences, real quick. Favorite musician that you grew up with?
Stefan Grappelli.
Stefan Grappelli?
Ray Charles.
Ray Charles, okay.
The 80s.
The 80s as a genre. That's good. Okay.
Parents' music.
I'd say Ben Folds.
Oh, yeah. You would. Piano player.
I would, for sure.
That's fine. All right, guys, we'll take it away. Give us the last song they are playing tonight at Bayboro, the Tavern at Bayboro. So make sure that, if you want to find out more information about tickets, you can go to brokenmoldentertainment.com. You can also find Bayboro Brewing.
This is a previously recorded episode of the Live Music Showcase on WMNF Tampa. Top House back in January came into our studios and put on a great show. Stay tuned for the Rhythm Revival. That is next. Randy Wind of our Tuesday morning show is going to cover that show. I think it's going to be great. And stick around here to WMNF for all your Hurricane Milton updates and the great music to get you through. See you later.
Tell me what you're thinking, what's inside your head. I told you